last round of two-wheel drive modified came down to the final laps, and it was Ryan Maifield from Team Associated taking the round win. Ryan, Associated just announced that they're going to start distributing the Centro mid-motor conversion for the V4. How much experience have you had with that before this weekend?
We've been running it for about a month. We had it at the World's Warm-Up here, I guess about a month ago, and that was our first experience with it. So we don't really have a ton of time with it, but it is basically our car, just a mid-motor. So what we have done in the past translates quite a bit to the new platform. And the guys at CML, they've done a lot of homework, and they gave us a pretty well-built vehicle to move forward with. So working with them has been good. Working with something new, we haven't had a new two-wheel drive since 2003. So it's kind of rejuvenated my spirits about the two-wheel drive class. I've been out running it a lot. So now I have a lot of experience with it, and it's been a lot of fun.
And what does the car do differently, specifically on a high grip track like this?
It basically keeps a lot more weight on the front of the vehicle, so on power steering is a big thing you need on high bite, obviously. The way it will round around high speed corners coming on off the straightaway through S turns, it is a lot more reactive, a lot faster. So it's just it is more focused for high speed traction tracks, but it does seem to work well indoor, kind of loose tracks. We've done a little bit of testing indoors, so I think it's something that's going to be a nice tuning option moving forward with our vehicles. And like I said, I'm excited. It's something new, it's something fun, and it seems to be working really well. And we'll see if we can get a national title with it.
And we've heard from a lot of the drivers that have switched over to the mid-motor platform saying just what you said. They're more high-speed steering, it rotates harder in the corners. Great for a track like this. But is there anything that the different weight distribution doesn't do as well as the rear motor car?
The car is a little more loose on power if the traction isn't there to support it. So it does have its ups and downs, obviously. I mean, I think the future of this class is you're gonna have to have both vehicles. Especially if we got to run on more of these sugar type tracks, super high bite, like in Europe where they run on carpet and AstroTurf and all kinds of stuff like that. So I think the mid-motor car could possibly work everywhere. Just you're going to get to some of these places where it might be loamy dirt, rough dirt, something like that, to where the rear motor car is going to excel. And then you're going to be here where it's smooth, high speed, crazy grip, then the mid-motor is going to excel. So you're going to need both in your back pocket ready to go.
What do you think of the tracks like this where they're putting sugar down and make the track really sticky, and it's nearly as, if not more, abrasive than asphalt?
I wouldn't say I'm opposed to it, but I'm not a huge fan. I mean, I'm a guy that grew up racing outdoors. I love racing on dirt. I love racing on natural dirt, natural grip, and basically the progression of this hobby has evolved to a point where there's so many different tires that you can't get the tire to rubber up the track to rubber up anymore. We used to only ever run red tires everywhere. Yeah. At hot rod, cactus, anytime there was an outdoor high speed, high grip track, everybody ran low C reds. So everybody's rubber would grip the track, the rubber built up on the track. Now everybody's rubber is putting down a different rubber, and it turns into like a slick groove. So it's basically giving these track operators no choice but to put sugar on the track to create artificial grip. And it helps keep the maintenance low. You don't have to do as much patchwork, sweeping, watering at night. It does make it easier for the people working here, but it is a lot harder to race and battle on. So there's some pros and cons, but it's just something we're gonna have to deal with from here on out.
And is it something that, for the privateer guy, they show up and tires are lasting one run, so there's that side of it also?
Yeah, I mean, it is a bummer for the privateer guys, but at the same time, if they just stick to doing it at a national event, typically when somebody has saved enough money to come to a national event, they're probably expecting to put tires on their car every run or every other run. And not everybody burns through tires like me or Ryan Cavalier or Jared Tebow does. I mean, we are a lot harder on equipment. We burn through more tires. Just like a local NASCAR guy, he doesn't put a brand new set on every 20 laps, but Jimmy Johnson might. So it is a bummer for them, but at the same time, anywhere you go on any track you go to, they're probably going to be putting a lot of tires on too.
Sure. So. You were back-to-back national champion in two-wheel drive short course in 2010, 2011. And then you swept the first two rounds of qualifying today. So tell us a little bit about, you know, racing short course on a track like this.
Short course is a lot of fun on this track. It's extremely difficult. It is actually harder to drive than my other two vehicles. It has so much body roll and with so much traction, you got to really focus and concentrate on making sure that thing is going straight and staying on 4 wheels, which most of the time it's on 2. But I'm excited that the truck's working well. I did some freshening up on it, ready to go. Like you saw, I was a part on my pit, so I'm still trying to make it better. Yeah, I got beat last year by my teammate, and you know, I wanted a little revenge, not revenge, but you know, redemption. I wanted a redemption, and you know, they changed the rules, the format this year, so he didn't get to race short course. He raced truck. I raced short course. You can only run 3 classes, so
sure.
You know, we'll race again one of these days, and hopefully I can just hold it up for Team Associated.
And we saw at Cactus, actually you and Ryan Cavallari were running different front ends on your trucks. You guys have the new 0.2 front end with the swept arms and shock tower. Mm-hmm. And I know at Cactus you hadn't had a whole lot of experience with those parts, so you were running the old front end. Are you still running that here? No,
I'm running the new front end on the truck. You know, at the time, only the T4.2 truck came with the new front end on it.
Right.
The SC10.2 wasn't on the market yet. So my philosophy is kind of I try to run what the customers can get, and I am running the new front end on my truck now, and it's not a lot different. It has some different characteristics, but it's basically the same geometry, just kind of done a little differently. So we tuned a little bit with it, and it seems to be just fine. So I'm not planning on going back to the old front end, but it is an option, and it does have different characteristics. I'm just choosing to run the new stuff.
Yeah. And with the pressure of short course off now, does that you know, give you a little more time to focus on buggy tomorrow?
It's not off. I mean, you know, somebody could go TQ both rounds tomorrow, and if their times are faster, then they TQ. So sure. The pressure's always there, but it does give me opportunities to try things on my truck that I haven't tried yet. I've been having a problem with brakes, trying to get more brake in the truck, so that's an opportunity to try some stuff to get more brakes, get it a little bit easier to drive, try some suspension stuff. So the opportunity is in my favor to make my truck faster than it already is.
Well, if you make that truck any faster, everyone else needs to be scared out of their mind. Maifield taking 2 TQs in short course today, grabbing the last round of 2-wheel drive buggy. Great job today. Thanks for the interview.
Thank you.